Well, hello and welcome back. I'm laughing and I'm wet. We're in Protaras, downtown Protaras, in the Larnaca district on the island of Love, Cyprus. It's piddling down with rain. I've got wet, but hold on a minute. I was driving the car. I said to the booth, that's her over there, I'll get in the back, you get to the driver's seat, then I'll get back into the passenger seat. She said, no. You go out and go round the car and get wet, and I'll go across from the passenger seat to the driver's seat. Now you understand that perhaps she doesn't love me quite that much. Anyway, watching Miss Ayia Napa, the most beautiful woman in the world.
Hello everybody, how nice to see you again and again. The energy of me is overfilling me because I have never seen such a rain since I'm here in Cyprus, 22 years. Look at that!
It's absolutely raining dogs and cats. Have a look at that.
Dogs and crocodiles.
Dogs and crocodiles. Downtown Protaras, Larnaca district, island of Love, Cyprus. That's the McDonald's in front of us. Come on, Ayia Napa. Let's go and drive the Protaras Strip. Girl in charge of the ship. There she goes, watching Ayia Napa. Now, we're new to Protaras, so obviously you're not going to get that much of a running commentary, but obviously we understand that that is McDonald's. We've got Joker Square, which is a bar and an entertainment place. Looks very nice, getting cleaned up for tonight. And believe it or not, it's still very, very busy down here. Look at the drains. They're struggling with the torrential rain. You've got a supermarket over here. That's called Plus. You've got Atlantis Island, which obviously is a gift shop extraordinaire. Beautiful pavements, beautiful seating areas, cascading fountains, restaurants and bars galore. Follow the road, Ayia Napa. It's a one-way street. And it's a one-way street to paradise. To our left-hand side are hotel after hotel, and just yonder after those hotels is the Protaras Beach, one of the greatest beaches in the world and certainly in Cyprus. And you can see all of the bars, all of the restaurants, and if you really like what you see, please hit the like, click subscribe and come back for a little bit more of our madness. Today, well, we're having a bit of a mad day because it's piddling down with rain. The girl in charge of the ship is looking beautiful, and she's got the greatest smile in the world because she absolutely loves the rain. If you understand, we baked, I know you want to hear that, we baked in downtown Cyprus for over 6 months now, and now is the season of sun and rain, and it's the greatest time. It's a great place. People walking along on the sidewalks in t-shirts and shorts. Obviously they are from northern European countries. Most are either from the UK, Russia, Ukraine, Scandinavian countries, so obviously it's a lot cooler. Have a look at this family here. They're still laughing and they're still smiling, and these speed bumps, Ayia Napa, are quite large. Do you think you could go that little bit slower?
You know, I ordered this range a long time ago, and it was enough to come to here, to Protaras, and to meet this rain here.
Yeah, so we came up to Protaras. We understood there was going to be a bit of rain, but hey, that makes it that little bit more fun. We're showing you Cyprus in a Jesus, that was one hell of a speed bump. Right, we're showing you Cyprus in a totally different way. No one else is as stupid as us, and no one else is as adventurous as us. But it's been a thrilling weekend in Protaras, and we're on our way to Ayia Napa, if you're wondering. So if you want to come back a little bit later, guess where we're going to be? Ayia Napa, dancing in the rain. But I must say, I've enjoyed my trip to Protaras, and as we've requested your comments, please tell us if you want us to come again, and if you do, well, guess what? We will, because we can actually walk this strip until time ends. It's a very nice place to walk up and down. At the traffic lights, Ayia Napa, take a left. Because as you can see in front, if you look very carefully, there's a couple of signposts, and one says Ayia Napa, 10 kilometers, and that is where we're going, along the coastal route, not on the dual carriageway. So stick with us, it's going to be an interesting video, and perhaps if you've never been on this route before, you might get to see something new. You've got hire cars, hire buggies, again restaurants and bars, and there's hotels paving the way for us. And the roads, to be honest, are very, very nice. Stick to the speed limits, Cruceivi, because we are out of district. We don't know any of the Gumbarus around here, so we will be unable to bribe them. And I don't know the mayor yet, but I intend to get to know him well. I think his name's Yanis. Cruceivi?
Yes?
Yes, I think it is. We'll see if we can cross his palm with a bit of silver, and if we then can do whatever we want.
Lovely horse or donkey
Yeah.
up there.
I think it's a beautiful area, by the way.
Yes,
Truly, it's a beautiful area. It's one of those areas that perhaps people are not familiar with our channel. We're a Paphos-based channel, but not anymore. We've decided to split our time between Paphos and the Ayia Napa Protaras area. Obviously, there's other names that we're going to go and visit as well. So there's a lot of touristy attractions up here. And as time goes on, every couple of weeks we're going to come up here, and every couple of weeks we're going to make quite a few videos. We intend to give the Larnaca district a bit of a Marika and me battering, just like we've battered the life out of downtown Paphos. Talking about batter, I do fancy some fish and chips. So tomorrow night we're going to go for fish and chips at T&J's, one of the greatest fish and chip shops in the world. If you want to watch that video, come back in a few days time, and we're going to sit there and we're going to eat it, and we're going to show you the plumpness and the fatness of the cod. We'll have a chat with the stars who run the place, and you never know, we might even get to meet some of our superstars, because often when we walk in there, there's someone we know sitting there enjoying their fish and chips. Cruceivi?
You know, I must say that these areas are totally different to what I've seen in Paphos. And first and the very main, I would like to mention that on the roads there is no cars parked on the both sides as we usually see in Paphos.
Yeah, without trying to insult Paphos.
No, it's just one of the mentions.
I agree with you. I agree with what I'm about to say. In Paphos, you can pretty much park wherever you want, even though you shouldn't, but you do. It appears that in Protaras and Ayia Napa, you can park wherever you want, whenever you want, but it appears that someone's going to come along and write your ticket, so you better not. So here, it does seem to us to be that little bit more law-abiding, and believe it or not, I think the roads are that little bit less Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, the roads are
Anyway,
a little bit
back to the road. As you can see, an unusual video. You might not be expecting this kind of video on Protaras and Ayia Napa, but this is the reality of the life. We are in mid-October. Yes, beautiful, beautiful weather, to be honest. The temperature's probably around 24 degrees. Yes, you heard me correctly, about 24. T-shirt weather, and there's a little bit of a shower. But slowly but surely the rain's going away, and I've got a feeling that by the time we get to Ayia Napa, it will be a thing of the past. Although they have promised us intermittent showers all day long. So if you stick with us for a few days, shall we say, you're going to see a barrage of videos of Ayia Napa, Protaras, and then back to our normal halt in Paphos. And then, of course, the week after next, we're going to come back and do it all over again. Now, I do think this is a very, very nice route indeed. The camera will not be able to understand or grasp where we are, but you can see the blueness in the sky, and over to our left-hand side is the seaside. But with that little bit inland, if you understand me, we're about half a kilometre in, so the eye can catch the horizon, but the camera can't. So we're going to stick along the road route, and if you stick with us for another 5 minutes or so, I think we're going to hit Ayia Napa, and then we're going to drive down into it, and well, that will be the end of this video. But if you come back a little bit later, we'll be stomping the streets and walking the beautiful coastline of downtown Ayia Napa. But I do think this is a very, very nice route indeed. But again, word of warning, if you borrow someone's car, hire someone's car, or steal someone's car, please stick to the speed limit, because the boys in blue, well, they can be hiding around any corner, and they will more than willingly take a €75 fine off you, very, very simply. So be warned. It's a very tempting road, but to be honest, if you don't know the road that well, like we don't, please stick to the speed limit and enjoy the scenery, the tranquility, and the beauty of the route to downtown Ayia Napa. Receiving?
You know, I totally believe that these areas around Ayia Napa, Protaras, this site is going to make many tourists happy, And I believe that they should come and visit this place because it's well organized. It's the people walking around the streets more than in Paphos, and it explains why they don't park on the both sides of any road here, and that's where people meet and people chat and people have fun, by the way. Whereas in Paphos, you really can see the people meeting or walking, because most of the times they are going everywhere by the car.
Right, we're coming to that place. I want to show you the view. We've come over the horizon and now we are that much closer to the sea. Have a look at that. That's the blue Mediterranean Sea, glistening, licking and lapping the coastline of downtown Ayia Napa. So that's where we're heading. We've got about another 2 or 3 kilometers to go, so please stick with us because you're going to see some great views. You're going to watch the most beautiful woman in the world drive, and she's going to give you a little bit of information, and I think she's really enjoying her trip to downtown Protaras and Ayia Napa, and she's very much looking forward to coming back again.
And again.
And again.
And again.
So on that note, if you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe, please come back for a little bit more of our madness, and please remember that we're not complaining, but all of this does cost us a lot of money. YouTube doesn't pay us very much, so if there's something you have liked, please consider going through to our about page and perhaps buying us a coffee or 2 or 3 or so. You can also hit the super thanks to give us that big thank you. Highlighted comments, and you'll always get a reply. And we like to have conversations with all of our superstar family because you are all members of our family. Whether you are subscribed or not, that doesn't really bother us that much. We appreciate every second that you come to watch us. And we understand that some people come and some people go. We don't have a problem with that. We will always welcome you back. We love each and every single one of the people that likes to watch our little videos. Receiving?
Yes, I totally agree with you. We love every single person who watch our videos. And yes, you can leave your opinions easily, openly, and we can always respect it.
Yeah, on this side of the road now, as we're coming in towards the Ayia Napa, as you can see, there's a few villas scattered around. Some of these are privately owned and some of these are for rent. So if you're looking for that special place to come, Ayia Napa could be that wonderful place for you. Beautiful view in the viewfinder, beautiful road that kisses the coastline of Ayia Napa, and it's a beautiful day because the sun is starting to melt away those rain clouds, and very soon the rain that you see on the road will be gone for a little while, should we say. But we do believe there'll be rain a little bit later, but that's going to add even more fun to our videos, and you're going to see the dancing Chuchuchka girl dance the port of Ayia Napa away, the streets of Ayia Napa away, and that beautiful coastline. And of course, Mr. Paul is going to follow her rather nice rear end, and hopefully if you're very lucky, you might get a special treat or 2.
Oh, I'm in the dress at the moment.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Have a look at that, straight out the side window of the car, the sheer drop down to the beautiful blue Mediterranean Sea. There's some art, there's hotels, there's shops, there's restaurants. There's a lot going on in downtown Ayia Napa today. So stick with us. We are but a stone's throw away, and as we drop down into Ayia Napa, we'll find a nice place to come to a stop, and of course you'll get a nice view and you'll get a very good goodbye from Krasivi out of booth. So we're starting our descent into the wonderful place known as Ayia Napa, on the coastline of Larnaca, on the island of love, which of course is Cyprus. This is the new part of the Marika and Me channel. So if there's places around Ayia Napa, Protaras you'd like us to go, drop it in the comments, and if that door can be opened, well, we'll go and have a look. We'll befriend as many people as we possibly can, because that's what we like to do. The hotel that we stayed in, if you've watched those videos, AT at the Herbal Hotel in downtown Protaras, just off the beach, well, we've befriended them and they've invited us to come back. We've booked to stay there in a couple of weeks, so we'll be back, and they'll probably be sick of us after that visit, and they'll probably even throw us out, even though we're going to pay. You never know. After that, we might go and try the downtown Olympic Lagoon Resort, just to see if they'd like to throw us out like they did in Paphos. You never know.
I think it's going to be very interesting if we book a room there in Olympic Lagoon, I mean, and then just one morning come and storm, like you say, the breakfast room, the restaurants, the areas, and the pool man.
Well, I thought I'd go and sit by the pool manager and have a chat with him and say, hello, do you remember me?
But he wouldn't know that we did book a room. And
anyway,
then,
we've arrived. We have arrived. Sorry to interrupt you. This is the Ayia Napa roundabout. So we're going to take a left and we're going to go downhill, and it's quite a sharp descent, and we're going to go down to the seafront. So you've got works of art on the roundabout. We're going left, Jessica Silvio LaBouffe. Ayia Napa, 1 kilometre.
Wow,
so this is the start. That's the Napa Hotel. You never know, we might come and book ourselves into that one of these days. They can throw us out of there as well. So this is Ayia Napa. We're going to go straight down, Silvio LaBouffe. So take a left.
It's all around it.
Well, it's had a good wash, that's for sure. You can see the roads, all the shops have been washed down. It absolutely belted down with the rain. So we're going to wiggle and we're going to waggle down to the, well, greyish bluish sea that I can see over the top of the properties in the viewfinder. So stick with us. We'll wiggle it and we'll waggle it, as I say. I think we're going to take a left, Silvio LaBouffe, because we can't go straight. So stick with us. We've never ever been here before. It's a totally new learning curve for us. Like many people watching the video, some people know exactly where they are, obviously, but the majority of you will not. So let's wiggle round to the right. No, we can't. That's a one way. So let's go this way. Stick with us. As you understand, live videos, no editing. We don't monkey around with that kind of rubbish. We haven't got the time. 3 videos a day of our antics and our, well, adventures, so we say. I can see the blue sea in the distance, so we are certainly heading in the right direction. It's starting to get a little bit more holiday over there, so keep going, Silvio LaBouffe.
How beautiful it is.
It is nice, actually.
The sun at the moment is trying to touch the sea, and the sea is hiding behind the clouds. It's such a beautiful view.
It is.
Oops.
Quite severe. Let's take a left, Silvio LaBouffe.
Okay, boss.
As you can see, there's a lot of restaurants, a lot of bars, a lot of hotels, there's supermarkets on either side of the road over here. There's coffee shops. There's an awful lot going on in downtown Ayia Napa. It's a big, big place. We're going to try and carve it up today. So if you come back for the next 2 to 3 days, you're going to see Ayia Napa mania. Let's keep going straight, LaBouffe. Hotel after hotel, restaurant after restaurant, supermarket after supermarket. And as you can see, shop?
The shop is open.
Oh, a shop with a clothes shop. Terrible. Keep going. Better than a diamond shop, but keep going.
Keep going.
Keep going, keep going. As you see, there's hotels all around us, mixed in with the shops and the bars and the restaurants, which is very, very useful. Sometimes some of these hotels try to trap you, shall we say, on a beach, and they hope that then you'll just stay in their hotels, but it never really works that way. People always want to go out and explore, so it'd be better to have your hotel by an array of shops and banks and hairdressers and that kind of thing, or I think so anyway. So this appears to be downtown Hotel Central now. It's hotel after hotel. I don't know, we haven't got a clue where we're going other than the fact that we are in Ayia Napa. So stick with us on that learning curve. We're probably going to get nowhere near the shoreline at all. But stick with us. We'll keep going till we decide that we're going to stop. Some of these hotels do look very nice indeed. In fact, I think most of them would probably just throw us out. I'll bet you that one there is very nice when it's all lit up at night, because it's on top of a hill. Let's get up to the top of this hill and let's see if we can find somewhere to park up, get a dismount and get a great view out to that blue sea, which is now to our right hand side. This is Hotel Central, that's for sure.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, spectacular.
So clean, so well organized.
Very, very well organised and very, very tidy. And as you can see, everyone's walking around in shorts and t-shirts. So as I told you, the temperature, 24, 25 degrees. Let's go and park up just over there.
Yeah.
Let's turn into this little...
Oh, I can't. Oh, where I'm going.
Park in the bus stop. We won't be a minute.
reverse.
Park in the bus stop. There we go. They'll know that we're from Paphos. Pull up there. That's it. We'll go for a dismount. As we were saying, all the people around here are very law-abiding, and then 2 Paphodians have arrived, and now they understand. Yeah, this is what it's like. We get to park absolutely everywhere. Are you switching the engine off, or you're not going to bother? She's decided to leave it running because in Paphos people don't steal cars. There we are. She's decided to switch the engine off. Let's go and have a look over here and see what is this beautiful, beautiful structure. Obviously it's not an old structure, it's some new little statues that have been erected everywhere, but it does look very, very nice indeed. Now, talking about structures, let's have a look at that rear end. That's the rear end of Ayia Napa. She's looking like a naughty little schoolgirl, that's for sure. She's monkeying and monkeying and monkeying about. Have a look at that. Wow. Look at that for a view. It doesn't get much better than that. Now, let's have a little monkey around over here and see what it's all about. And then, well, if you're very, very lucky and you come back for your next video, you might find us monkeying about in it. It is the Ayia Napa International Sculpture Park Open Sculpture Museum. So guess what? This could be the great place to say goodbye. And if you come back for the next video, we'll go for a wander in there.
Well, I would like to thank you many, many times for watching. We would like to tell you that we're loving you to bits. And don't forget to come and see another of our madnesses again and again. Many thanks from the bottom of our 2 hearts. Loving you. And